The probability of simple events is a ratio of the number of favorable outcomes and the total number of possible outcomes. We can write our equation in this form. P of V is equal to, the numerator is the number of favorable outcomes and the denominator is the total number of possible outcomes, or the sample space. P and E here represents the probability and the events respectively. Let's take an example here. Let's say we have a box that contains marbles, and wherein 5 are red, 2 are blue, and 3 are green. Find the probability of the following. Let's say we want to know the probability that green marbles will be picked. So our event here is green, and our numerator is the number of favorable outcomes, which is in this case 3, since there are 3 green marbles. Then our denominator is the total number of possible outcomes, which is in this case the total number of our marbles, which is 10. Therefore, the probability that green marbles will be picked is 3/10. In given number 2, what is the probability that red marbles will be picked out of this box? So since our event is red, we will count the number of red marbles, which is 5, and that is our numerator. Then our denominator here is the total number of marbles inside the box, and that is 10. So the probability that red marbles will be picked is 5/10, which is equal to 1/2. And the probability that red or blue marbles will be picked, so our event here is red or blue, just simply add them. So 5 plus 2, that is 7, and that will be our numerator. Then denominator is the total number of marbles in the box, or the total number of possible outcomes. So the probability here is 7/10. Now, if we want to know the probability that green, red, or blue marbles will be picked, so that is our event, just simply add them. So 3 plus 5 plus 2, that is equal to 10. And the total number of marbles inside the box is also 10. 10 divided by 10 is equal to 1. Therefore, the probability here is 1. How about the probability that yellow marbles will be picked? So this is our event, yellow marbles. So since there is no yellow marbles in our box, so the numerator is 0. And since there are 10 marbles inside the box in all, so our denominator is 10, then simplify 0 divided by 10 is 0. Therefore, the probability that yellow marbles will be picked is 0. Now, in our probability line, we can see here that the probability falls on equal to 0 or more, but less than or equal to 1. For example, in our given number 1, wherein the probability that green marbles will be picked is 3/10. So it falls here. So it means the chance is likely to happen. It means there's a possibility, but the chance is smaller. While in our given number 2, wherein the red marbles here, the probability is 1/2, we can say that the chance is even, or we can say that there is a 50-50 chance that red marbles will be picked here. While in number 3, since the probability is 7/10, we can say that the chance is likely to happen. So the chance that red or blue marbles will be picked is greater. So that is meant by the word likely to happen. Unlikely to happen, there is a possibility, but the chance is smaller. Likely to happen, there is a possibility, and the chance is greater. While in given number 4, wherein the probability is 1, so it means it is certain, we are sure that when we pick a ball here, it might be green, red, or blue. But in our given number 5, wherein the probability that yellow marbles will be picked is 0, it means it is impossible that if we will pick a marble here, it will be yellow. And these probabilities can be written into fraction form. It can be in decimal form. So these are the corresponding values. 3/10, that is 0.3, 1/2, that is 0.5, 7/10 is 0.7. This can also be written in percentage form. So 0.3, that is 30%, 50%, 70% respectively. 0% and 1 is 100%.